Kind of does.
Hi everyone, it's the Witchy Stitchers.
I'm Charlene.
And I'm Morgan.
Sorry. The dogs came in and their paws are muddy and yeah. So we are coming to you with video 95. Maybe we'll make 100. We don't know. We'll talk about that later. Yeah. So we haven't been to you since I've had a practice. Can you tell?
A little bit.
We haven't been here since January.
Yeah.
Let's look.
I was say, look at the dates.
Because somebody's been at school. The 14th of January.
Dang.
It's been almost 2 months.
I was say, what happened to your hand?
Where? Animals. Anyway.
That answers that question.
I have a scar from roughhousing with my feline creatures. Yeah. Anyway.
Don't even think about it, Luna.
What? Oh, I've got baked goodies on the counter and he's... I have a bag of walnuts sitting on the edge of the counter and he's just like... He didn't come here to hear about our cats. So, for our new subscribers, which is not many, but she has been away at school, so we don't film unless she's home. Mm-hmm. She just got home yesterday.
Yeah.
And so we'll film today, and then I think we're going to film again on Friday before she goes back. Mm-hmm. And then I don't know if our filming is going to continue. Changes, I'll let you explain.
So yeah, I'm a junior in college, and one of the big things that KU pushes, I go to University of Kansas for reference, is getting internships between your junior and your senior year. And it sets you up so when you get out of college, you have somewhere that can either lift you to getting a better job or that you can go back to working for. And I looked at jobs here in Colorado. I didn't have any of the qualifications, and a lot of the qualifications were a little outlandish for somebody who's a junior. And so I'm going to hopefully, I applied for a couple of jobs. So Kansas has the same thing as Colorado does. It's the KDPW, Kansas Department of Parks and Wildlife. Colorado has CPW, Colorado Parks and Wildlife. And I applied to 3 different positions out there, working with wildlife and around the lakes and with fisheries, which would set me up to, in like the next 5-10 years, working as a game warden as I wanted to do this entire time.
So her job interview is Tuesday?
The 21st at 2.
Yeah, next Tuesday.
No, not next Tuesday, after next Tuesday.
Yeah, when she gets back from spring break. So, anyway, we'll
see.
We'll see. I guess if we're back in May with more videos, you know that she's stuck at home working at the vet clinic again. And, I mean, it's a job, but it's just not down the career path that she wants to follow.
Well, and the perk of the internship is it gives me credit hours towards my classes. I have to have 120 credit hours to graduate, and it would just knock off a class that I wouldn't have to take in the semester, one of my semesters, and I would be able to focus more on working or homework or...
Well, and it's a win-win because not only does she get a paycheck, but then she gets those credits towards classes. Mm-hmm. And besides the fact that she gets that experience, like she said, for her job moving forward. Yeah. So it's a win all the way around. Yeah. It's just a matter of getting the job.
And it's a lot easier for the degree path I'm in now as opposed to if I was still in my original degree path. Because in most of those paths, you have to be graduated before they will let you have an internship, which is...
Doesn't really make sense to me.
Mind-boggling to me, but...
Yeah, because you should be able to get your feet wet. But
the internships that I applied to will give consideration to people in my degree path or who are in college working towards a degree path. Cool. Above, you just coming off the street.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, no experience. So that explains why we may or may not be back after next week. So again, if we're back in May, you'll know. We still post on Instagram and Facebook. So
what she's not telling you is that there might be chances where I get to come home and visit, and if I get to, then there will be a video.
Right, but they're going to be,
sporadic.
Well, and get time off work. You don't want to jeopardize your.
It would be
job.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, if we come back, we come back.
Yeah.
So anyway, we will make the best of it while we still have time. So.
Still gonna annoy each other with our stitching.
Oh, of course, of course. So everything that I have finished, which I've had, oh gosh, I forgot my list. I remembered everything else. No, I didn't. I did not. So I got this for Christmas from a good friend. You know who you are. And I have kept my track in the front. So I have had 7 stitches so far this year. A few since we came to you last. I think I had 5 in January, and then I only had 2 in February.
Yeah, but they were 2 bigger ones.
No, they were.
You finished that one. We could take that one down and show it.
Oh, that one's on Instagram. That was my Winter Art Nouveau, and then I finished. The other one in February that I finished was Dad's Stars, and it's on Instagram too.
I love that finish.
Yeah. And so far for March, I haven't had any finishes, but I've had 3 focus pieces that are, I wouldn't call them, well, one is really big.
But what she's not telling you is the one that she's had so many little finishes that they're adding up for the ones that she's not finishing.
True. I was super excited because I got onto the website. So what we're talking about is the Elfhorst Embroidery has this one as a freebie. And I did not realize, so I finished a page and threw it away. No big deal. Move on to the next page. And it led into the next pattern. Like, I can show you here. I will use my phone to cover it. So, see how this part
has
of
like the layover
goes into there? Well, I had thrown it away and I didn't keep that.
Oh no.
And so I got online because I was just going to print off that one page for reference.
Well, you could have gone into mine too.
And, well, I didn't even think, that would have been too easy. Anyway, and I realized that they had a stitch count on there. So I was super excited because we all know how obsessed with numbers I am. And so then I was able to deduct approximately where I was at.
Oh, cool.
And give me an approximate idea of how many I had left because I added up because I've kept count of all my count.
Yeah.
Anyway, and so it told me approximately how many stitches. So that's what I've been going off of for my, okay, in order to have this done by X date. So that was kind of cool because I didn't realize that it had the stitch count. But then I was looking at her other freebie patterns and they all have stitch counts on there.
Yeah, I think the back page has the thread count page.
It's on the, I think it's on the.
Yeah, it's on that page.
It's on this page.
Yeah.
The basically the key.
Yeah.
So
just like any other.
Yeah, but a lot of them don't have the total. Like this one's 21,000 and some stitches total, and a lot of them don't have the total stitches.
Oh.
Anyway,
This one does.
Oh well, I haven't seen it on very many of them. So
it's becoming more common with the Jesus.
Yeah.
It's becoming more common with the newer patterns.
Yeah. So anyway, but so like I said, all my finishes are on either Instagram or Facebook if you guys want to go back and see those. And then I didn't write this down either, but I went over, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, I went over 32,000 stitches so far for the year.
Yesterday.
So I'm very happy with that because I'm almost, throwing my pin on the floor, almost 10,000 stitches ahead of where I was this time last year. I know. I was super jazzed.
I think I haven't done a stitch count recently because my stitching fell to the wayside for a bit. I think I'm tickling 10,000, 11,000.
Awesome. Yeah, but you've been busy. You have an out. So
I wish I could count the stitches for this.
I mean, I think you can count anything you want. It's like, would I count my finishes for my quilting? I think it's just a matter of what we decide to deem as.
Yeah, That's true.
You know. So I did get some sewing done. Well, actually, I've gotten a lot of sewing done.
She made me some fun hedgehog sleepwear.
I made her some pajama bottoms. I've made Dalton the shirts. One of the things that we're doing this week is getting her a new shirt made or blouse made for her interview on Tuesday.
Dockers.
Still have no clue what we're going to do on that yet, but it'll be done by the time we come back to you. So you're going to be as surprised as I am because I have no idea what she wants.
I say, I'm going to dive into my patterns today.
And fabric.
I'm not worried about fabric. I'm worried about finding my patterns.
I made, where did you put them? Or do I have them over here?
You have them. I tossed them on your pile.
I made project bags and sent them to her. So I don't even remember when this was.
They were in the last package you sent me.
No, but I don't remember when I found this fabric.
The Def Leopard you found a couple years, like a year ago?
It was like Christmas time.
No.
Or maybe it was last fall.
No.
It was last fall when I was getting fabric for the football team. Because I've had it. Anyway, we are both big Def Leppard fans. And this was in the discount bin for, what did I tell you, like 70% off? Yeah. So I made her like a queen purse or whatever. And I didn't have enough to finish the inside. So she got Jack on one side and what's her head? What's her head? I cut her head off.
She got Sally.
She got Sally, appropriately so. And then
I think it's gonna be really nice. What are you doing, child?
This one is, as long as he doesn't spill the water, I had enough to do the inside of this one.
So I think I'm gonna take and put this child into that.
Oh, that'd be cool. And then this fabric I got, oh golly, like 2 or 3 years ago.
You bought it for bags when Dalton and I were still in elementary school.
No, not elementary school. I didn't start making bags until...
No, the little goodie bags.
No, this is some that I found at Joann's here in the last couple of years. Yeah, trust me, I remember it. But I think this was some of the first Halloween that I bought. Anyway, I had enough to make us each a bag, and I think that I was making this for, and the lining's the same. I think I was making this for, oh my god, it's Stony Creek. Ghosts and Goblins. Ride. No, Ghosts and Goblins. Ghosts and Goblins.
Was it? Because we don't have bags for Away We Ride either.
No, we don't. But we done that because it was, kind of
spooky,
dark and
macabre,
creepy. Yeah. And so I got enough to make us both bags. Mine is still cut out. I haven't got it finished, but I don't know where it's at. But I found this one, and she was like, Mom, I need some more project bags, because she's taken several of our projects out there to school. And I'm like, okay. So I found these two, and I found the one that was already cut out, and then I went ahead and done the other one. And then I have the fabric for, so she and I both started Arctic Blast in December.
Yes, December 26th.
And I have the fabric for that. That's another goal for this week because she has that out at school too.
I have it right here.
Oh, she has it right here. So those are a couple things that I want to get done this week while she's home so she can, because if she has them to take home, although, her suitcase is only so big, so.
I forgot how to play Jenga in my suitcase.
She had to call me and ask me how to pack a suitcase. I'm like, just throw shit in there. Anyway.
My bright butt forgot how to do it.
Good job. And then she went shopping. You'll have to tell them about the shop you found.
Okay, so a friend of mine and I decided a couple weekends ago to go on a craft hunt.
We went to antique shops too.
We did.
Super jealous.
He's into collecting oil lamps.
That's such a cool hobby.
It is. He has them. The way his cabinets set, they're further down, and they set along the top of the cabinets in the kitchen.
Are they old? Ooh.
He will only collect.
Cats are funny.
Lord. He'll only collect the ones that are true oil lamps. He won't collect the electric ones.
Very cool. Very cool.
But him and I spent the weekend with him, and we decided to go hunting, and we found, what was that one piece? Mm-hmm. The big first one I sent you a picture of.
It's by Perman of Copenhagen.
Mm-hmm.
keep talking. I will look it up.
We found that one. I couldn't find the pattern. I was gonna get it, but I couldn't find it. And then I found the sparrow crow. Oh no.
I don't remember.
Anyway, everybody's stitching it. We found that one that she had done, and then we found this one, and it's probably gonna be in our other.
I took a snapshot of it. So it's Verland, 1826. Verland. And that's what it looks like. And she sent me the photocopy, or sent me the picture from the shop.
Yeah, I've sent the Stitchers work.
And then this is her picture from the shop that she was at.
Yeah, sorry about the glare. The lighting was saying it weird.
And I got on and was looking for it, and the cheapest one I found was on eBay, and it was $87. Yeah, but again, it was, like I said, it's a permanent. The one that I found was a how do you say it? Permanent of Copenhagen.
Permanent of Copenhagen.
Yeah. So yeah, that's definitely on my to find list because that's gorgeous.
Yeah. But so we found that one, and then we found, I'm pretty sure it's his Hyacinth Sparrow.
$79.95 on eBay.
Dang.
And it is Permanent of Copenhagen.
Yeah.
But this is the kit that is on here.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's Specialty Threads. But anyway, I found, well.
Although I just found it on Needles and Things now for $14.95.
Ooh.
Maybe we're going to be going shopping.
We're going to be going shopping.
Anyway, finish what you were saying.
Anyway.
We digress.
So him and I were looking at patterns and stuff, and he found this one and then another one that you turn into a drum tin, but I don't.
That one was pretty.
It was pretty, and I might go back and get it later. But we found this one, and I fell in love with it. She fell in love with it. He fell in love with it. So
pretty.
What's going to end up happening is she's going to start it, and then I'll probably start it at some
I love
point.
all these little motifs.
And you can turn them like little.
Yeah.
And then per the norm of Karen Kleba, it has, oh, maybe it doesn't have it in this one.
Say no, because they're all little finishes anyway.
Yeah, so she has, I can't show you guys, but she has like rounds to finish a flower in, or the horses or something like that. So, yeah.
That one's definitely
it's beautiful. It's a massive one. It's all DMC.
It's only 183 square. That's not bad. I don't think.
No, actually, it's about the same size as this.
Yeah. I mean, once you do a hate, it's like...
Once you do any Rosewood Manor, it's... So it's the one with 2 or 3 going right now?
Yeah. Guilty.
Anyway.
And then she went on Amazon because I was complaining. And she got me some more magnets.
She wasn't complaining. The cats kept stealing them.
Well, no, I've got a project that the fabric is awful.
Is it some that we dyed?
No, it's just a piece that I cut and I hate it. But I've got the project over halfway done. So, but it's super, super stiff.
Even after stitching out for so long, it hasn't
softened
up?
It's worse now than it was before. And
Ew.
So I have to roll the top and then I have to roll the side. And it's, my hands get a serious workout because it's so stiff.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. Not enjoying the stitch, but I like the piece, so it will.
Which one is it?
I'll show you.
Oh, okay.
That's one I've been working on.
Okay. So so with these, I'm trying to remember which ones it is. The green ones are good, the purple ones are good. I think it's these, so the yellow, the green, and some of my reds are not strong magnets.
The yellow one, I've got a yellow one in my bees that I worked on. That's one I forgot to show, but I only did a little bit on it.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I've got a yellow one in it, and it's
mine
great.
are weak.
Really?
Yeah. So I got curious and found another company. So
these are super strong.
They
ridiculous strong.
Came in a box.
Yeah.
And so I have one off, but there are these little
They're clouds,
They're
aren't they?
clouds with a smiley face on them.
Yeah,
And you can get stars, but then also like...
But they're like super, super strong.
Yeah. And they're stretchy. And...
Maybe I ought to take a couple of these and put in with Darth Vader.
Oh, is it that one?
Yeah.
That fabric's just a bear in itself.
It is. It's some of that junk that we got from Joann's, and it's awful.
Yeah, but that was when we were also buying those big
You know what?
Afghans.
I'm going to keep these out.
Okay, well here. There's enough in here for you and I both to have a set. So here, this is yours.
Cool. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to try that.
Because then there's more. Oh wait, hold on a second. Let me...
No, this one goes on here too. This is a set now. There was 32, so there should be...
so there should be... Yeah, that's your set.
Yeah.
That was you.
That was me. Anyway, so we have new toys to play with. All right, so
I'll probably
do we
see if
want to
Artie
go
will try
over?
stealing these later.
Probably. Just don't let him chew on them because they're pregnant. So, all right, so let's show our whips. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm sure that that's what they're here for.
So, I'm going to start with this.
Yeah.
It's not done yet. I've been working on it. It's just... time is not on my side.
What is this T word you speak of?
I don't know. Alrighty, so this is where I am at on the wave. I am a little over halfway done.
So
Oh, careful. That's still sticky.
So right here and then up.
Yep, so from this chunk and then the rest of this right here and then up I have.
Wow.
I could finish it in like a week max.
That's gorgeous.
But I've been busy.
Very pretty. Very pretty. Well, I pulled this one out. See, this is another one of the yellow ones. This one isn't too bad. I have put this one on my radar to try and get this one done sooner than later.
What she's not telling you is now that she has all these, every single pattern is going to have one of these magnets.
That's the goal, yeah. Anyway, I haven't worked on this one since. I hadn't worked on this one. Maybe it was a year ago. At least a year ago. I started it forever ago. So this is Lovebirds, and it's Ann Cook is the designer. And this one you're supposed to do with the silks, and then this one is just the regular DMCs. And that's the one that I chose to work on. And as you can see, there's no reason why this shouldn't be done. I have the one bird and then the rest of the basket coming up in...
You could have that done in a couple weeks, Mom.
Exactly. There's no reason why this shouldn't be done. So...
What do you think's hindering it?
I don't know. Anyway, so I have been putting stitches on him in the evenings when I'm waiting for Preston. If he doesn't work until... If he works until 3, I go to bed. But if he gets off at 1, I wait up after Dalton goes to bed at 9. And, I mean, yeah, it's not a lot of sleep for me, but that's when I get my best stitching done.
That works.
So, yeah. So I've been working on him. Haven't got a lot done on it, but putting an X here and there.
Every stitch counts.
That's right. And actually, I forgot to write that down.
Oh. I guess you should have went first. Oh well.
Oh well.
Whatever.
Anyway.
Doesn't matter. Alright, so this is going to also slide into my plans slightly. I worked on Mini Night Cafe. Last month it was drawn on our USCO. It was number, I think, 20 on my board. So this is the... I think I was... I had 300, 400 stitches in.
Cool.
That's where
Wow,
I am.
you've done a lot on that one.
I was favoring the
Now I want to work
reds.
on mine.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's going to get much love this week that since I'm home because I have other plans that I kind of want to focus on more. But it's going to go back to Kansas with me. So
Cool. Yeah, now I want to work on mine.
I am in love with it.
Oh, the color palette's amazing. So, Preston's schedule changed smidge.
A smidge.
So I have bus stop time again. No, I have not fixed this one yet. This is the one that I didn't leave enough room on this side. But as you can tell, I think I'd have to go back through my pattern and look because I've scotch taped everything together. I think I have this first page done, or maybe I'm almost
You've definitely
done.
finished that first page.
I know that but I don't remember if I've got to the bottom or not. Anyway, I just pick up a color and go and work on it. I put this one into a challenge with the Hobbit group for, I don't remember the challenge, but it was for silver thread. And I asked Preston, I said, does 0001, basically 10, does that look silver? And he's like, well, yeah. And it was,
I don't know if I would call that one
I think
silver,
it was 500 stitches.
Is there 500 stitches of that in that piece?
Oh my gosh, there's,
That's a guess.
yeah. So anyway, little bits at a time. I averaged, like yesterday I got 89 stitches in. There was one day this week that I got 120 in. So, bits and bobs. Every stitch counts.
Alright, so the next one that I've been working on quite faithfully, I actually worked on it a couple weekends ago, is my, I think it's just called Straighten Your Crown, if I'm being honest, but it's this.
Yeah. I don't remember what that one's called.
And this is where I'm at. I did a conversion from DMC 310 to DMC 4212.
So pretty.
So, yeah.
Oh, that's great. You really made progress on that one.
I have.
Love that.
The throw's a little rougher than I'd like, but
So I only worked on this once or twice. I put it into a challenge for
so much white.
I don't know. I don't know what challenge it was for. But I know that. So I finished this part of the house. I got all the brown done in the windows. In fact, I think the only part of the house that I have left is this little bit of the roof. I don't remember what else I did. I think I worked on the green. I can't remember what the prompt was. Anyway, I worked on that. I want to get the rest of these done. I have January through May done. There's no reason why June through December shouldn't be done. I have no excuse.
Time?
Don't curse.
Oh no, I know why, because she's working with light.
I hate white. I hate sewing with white. It's so weird. That's going to be a struggle for me when I get back to Arctic Blast because there's a ton of white in that one.
Don't get me started. I started on it.
Oh, did you? Yeah. Oh, I gotta show my books yet.
Okay, so I worked on my. I've been keeping up with my temperatures. I've gotten to the point where like every couple weeks I'll just catch myself up. And so this week I will be catching myself up to, the current date. And the reason being is because I have to jump over and it's easier to wait until it's a shorter jump than a bigger jump. So February is completed. I just need to start March's, while I'm home. But this is where this is where I'm at.
So pretty.
We've been getting warm. Last weekend it was 70 degrees on Sunday.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So somebody bought me this cute little notebook, which I've been keeping track of all my temperatures in. Because there's not a lot of room to write on the pattern without messing
Even with
it
like
up.
fine tip pens.
So same thing. This is Stitch and Mommy, and it's temperature Quaker. Is that what you called it?
Yes.
So, remember I told you guys I was worried about my...
Oh no.
Yeah. So, this is the top. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So, anyway, I am caught up. I did not stitch last night because it was late when we got home from airport and getting groceries and whatnot. But this is where I'm at on mine. You can see January was very cold. We had several days in February that were chilly. And then this is where we're at so far into March. This motif so far is my favorite.
Oh.
I'm loving this.
Am I gonna like it?
Oh, it's just...
It looks like that one urn that's in summer.
That's what I thought of. I thought of you. So, yeah. Gorgeous. This is by far my favorite of the temperatures that I've done so far. I absolutely love this piece.
That is awesome.
So, but I don't stitch, like I said last night, and then I had to wait until the 6th to start March because I'd already screwed up on the counting. I didn't want to screw up anymore, so I waited so I could count over easier.
That works.
Anyway.
Alright, so the last one that I've been giving a lot of love to, see, I told you.
Ew.
Is Arctic. I am in love with this piece. What's up?
When you get done, I need you to hand me that one up there. I had...
Which one?
It's right here with the magnet in it. Yeah.
Oh, that child.
Yeah. That child.
Anyway.
Are you struggling?
Brain fart. So my Arctic Blast. So yes, I am into the white. What's up?
I'm going to pull up this picture.
Oh, I have it on my phone. I can pull it up.
That's right. I'm right in here.
So this is where I'm at. I am into page 2 here. I'm actually about a third of the way into page 2.
Wow.
And I'm just bouncing around the color palette. I'll pull a strand and then go.
That is a gorgeous palette.
Yeah.
I didn't realize there were that many grays in it.
There's a lot of gray in it. But it's sporadic. It's not like clumps like the white.
Cool. It's really pretty. So, I was really disappointed, and Morgan had no more control over this than I did. It was one of the downfalls of buying online. So, when she bought this pattern, the picture that was represented for the pattern, that was what attracted us to it. And she bought it. It was a PDF. And printed it out. And I had started it, but I hadn't gotten really serious about stitching on it until here recently. And it's like, I want to get this done. And so I'm stitching along. And I'm like, something doesn't look right. And what was the big thing is that after the temperature debacle and the emerald debacle, I have been almost anal about my count to make sure that I don't mess up again, because it was really frustrating. And I get to looking at the pattern and I'm like, that pattern doesn't look like the picture that she sent me. So I went back into the PDF and I got to looking and it wasn't. And this designer misrepresented herself. It was our fault for not checking it when she downloaded it. It was my fault for not looking at it more when we took the pattern in, and because we take it to Office Max and have them blow it up so it's easier for me to read. There was a comedy of it. And so when I talked to her about it a month ago?
Oh no, it was
A couple weeks ago? It hasn't been very long.
It was early this month. Late last month.
Yeah. She got on to find the Etsy shop, and conveniently, they're gone the way.
The only access I have is to the PDF that I was given.
Yes. So, that being said, this is not going to look like what we hoped. It still looks neat, and it's a unique piece, but it's not what we'd hoped for. So it's the Darth Vader Rorschach. And the pattern that she sent, there was stuff up in here. There was actually Han and Leia. Actually, I think Han and Leia were down here. And then there was something up here.
I think it was like a starfish. I
think so. But what we found out was that there is actually a Rorschach piece out there that is a piece of actual artwork. And what we're thinking is that she took that one to represent herself for this piece.
Which happens way too often.
Yeah. It was a good lesson for us. Just really frustrating. But this is the one I was telling you about that it's got this.
Oh, that's not the Afghan fabric.
No, I don't know where
this is some stuff that we got from Walmart.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because I can always
It's
tell
awful.
because it's so freaking wide.
So, anyway.
It's like 11 count.
This is where I'm at. Yeah, they're big holes. I almost have this top mast done. And, well, when you look at it there, you can really see the blue.
And I can see the helmet. I can see the helmet starting to
come
come
yeah,
out.
But what I was upset about was, again, the part up here and then this part down here.
Well, the reason why we didn't dye it is because we were expecting that. We were talking about doing a galactic theme, and then you're like, well, no.
Oh, sorry, guys. So, anyway, this one has been a huge focal piece when somebody is at school. Because somebody is turning 18 soon.
How is that possible?
I know, right? All right, do I still have one more?
Your
All
else.
right, so Mary, if you're watching.
Of course she's watching.
I hope she is. So, as I mentioned, my owls. So every year I do, it's called the 100-Day Challenge. And as I had explained earlier, used to always do postcards. So I would do 100 days of postcards.
Sometimes you would just do letters.
I would do letters. I was trying to think what I'd done. One year I did 100 new starts.
You didn't finish that one, though.
Well, I did 100 different projects. I guess I should reword that. And on the days that I didn't work on a project, I didn't spin it on the wheel, I started a new project.
Wasn't that during COVID?
Excuse me. I think that was in 21. Or was 21 the year I didn't do any new starts?
21's the year you didn't do anything.
Maybe it was in 20.
That was COVID, yeah.
I don't remember when it was. Anyway, so this year, because there was 100 owls and I had completed one, I was like, you know what? This is going to be a great incentive. And I didn't think I was going to enjoy it. I really didn't.
Joke's on you.
Yeah, yoke's on me. So this is where I am.
I land. God, wow.
So this morning I finished him. And I still am not done with my stitching for the day. I'm still working on this one. Weekends is when I get my most X's in.
I thought it was going to be more of a rectangle and less of a square.
Yeah, no. It's too... $227 by $258. So it's almost
That's a little
square.
rectangle.
But yesterday I finally connected and these matched. So I finally have, it's not done obviously, but I've got enough of it done that you know where it all matches and everything. I finished him on day 50. My goal is to finish him. Oh goodness, I gotta get a drink, guys. To finish him on day 75.
That's a good goal.
Today is day 32, I think, or 31. I don't know if I can get him done. Like I said, he is massive. I think I figured him up just loosely counting the squares. I think he's 2,200 stitches. Yeah. He's a beast.
I think my jaw just up and walked out of the room.
So when I pick this up, whether I do anything else or not, let me hold out. I try to do at least one strand because he has...
This is kind of heavy now.
That's what I was telling you the other day.
Yeah.
He has, I think, either 3 or 4 colors in him. So I try to do at least one of 2 different colors in him so I can get him done. Pardon me.
You know what would be really cool to do? Is take each one of these, like the motifs like these, and do little minis and make into ornaments.
Oh, that would be so cool. The part of this, though, that has kicked my butt the most...
Counting.
No. The counting actually hasn't been too bad at all. No. The part that... Because I've already went through one skein of 3345. That's this real pretty green. This motif right here is just the bane
That
of
seems
my...
like the most easy motif to do. It mirrors.
It is the... No, it doesn't.
It's not...
No, it is not mirrored.
Oh my... Why?
And the reason why is because... Well, you can see it better on here. So... Right here, there's two more bigger motifs of these sprigs. And then the way it comes down and around. And that thing is the bane of my existence. I procrastinate working on that.
That sounds like
work on any other green.
That sounds like the wreath, the poppy that I had to do.
Yes.
I hated that thing.
Yeah. So, and then I've got big chunks of each owl, not each one, but... So like I've got a chunk of him done and a chunk of him done. I'm trying to remember where the other one is at. There's 1, 2. I've got a chunk of him done. This guy right here, he took me almost a week working just a strand a little bit. I told Preston and Dalton that he looks like he's like Mayan or Incan or something. Like I'm waiting for him to like fly
Native
off
American.
of. He looks like he's getting ready to fly off of, Chichen Itza and eat somebody or something. He's just, I think he looks like a badass. I love him. He's like creepy.
Hi Luna.
So anyway, this has been.
I love that.
And in 100 days, so here's the cool thing, is that 100 days from January 1st is November 10th, November.
Hello.
April
Trying to get
10th,
me home already?
I know, right? Which is the day before my birthday.
Yes.
So, the goal is to get this done for myself for my birthday.
You're going to say hi to the peoples?
You going to talk to the camera? Don't touch me. I'm a celebrity here. So, anyway, Mary, thank you for your encouragement on this, but I'm getting there an owl a day. And I post him on my personal Facebook page. I'm going to post the finish on him on Instagram and whatnot when they're completely done. So it is being worked on. It's just bits at a time.
One stitch at a time.
So, and I've been putting him in, not so much with the fandom stitching. It's basically the Hobbit stitching, because there's not a lot that I can put in with that one. I was going to do March Madness with that group this year, but no, you can't drink my water. But there wasn't a way to incorporate that in like I wanted to into the March Madness. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't even do it. I got my bracket made. Dalton helped me print it out, and I did the wheel, and I spun them all, and it just didn't speak to me.
That's okay.
So that's why I've only worked on so few things since she went back home, because that's where my focal point has been. So the only other thing that I have, I forgot to put that up.
Can I?
Oh yeah. Well, no, that's the only other thing I have.
Oh, okay.
We all know that I'm obsessed with notebooks, and the little books that I showed you that she got me with my temperatures, I already have.
I bought you 2 or 3.
2 or 3, yeah, and I've utilized them in different projects. But I use big notebooks for my counting to keep track of my daily stitches and how much I do on each color and whatnot. So she went to the bookstore, and look at, it's not even, well, kinda, but it almost looks like a leather. And it's not, it's just isn't that cool? Oh, you want to see too? You like to see the notebooks? Yeah. And then she got me, I gotta show you guys a picture too.
I'll pull it up.
And then she got me this one. So I'm set on counting books. And that's just an OCD thing with me, because I like to keep track of my stitches, because they're goals for me. She's been out at college now for getting ready to go on 4 years. She finally got a picture with this guy. I'm like, I've paid all this money for college and you're just now getting a picture. That's the only reason you went to school, is so you could get a picture with this dude.
Yeah, I have a picture of Baby J.
Yeah.
I got to take it with her. So let me back up. I will say he and her because all Baby J's are played by a female because of a height requirement. Yeah. I don't meet it because I'm too tall. Yeah. And all the big J's are played by guys because they have to be over 6 foot tall. And
which there are 6 foot women.
There are.
They're
not. There's not very many at school. Most of us are around my height and then a little bit taller.
Yeah.
So that being said, KU won the Big 12 this year. So not the not
they
all of it.
They're playing in the not the championship, but in the.
We're in the third round of March Madness. We're playing Texas tonight.
Yeah. We got to watch the game last night. They played
Iowa State. That was intense. But I got to finally have a picture of Big J.
So I finally got my money's worth at college. It's all good.
So, I'm happy.
Yeah. So, anyway, and then, so I guess we're done with that. We'll move into plants.
Yeah.
All right. Go for it.
All right. So, I've already talked about Night Cafe. And I didn't show it. But I spent English. I spun my temperature garden for this month. So we're gonna try to give it a little love.
Did you bring that home or do you have that? I mailed that to you.
It's in the bag right now.
Okay. All right.
And then I will talk about the other two momentarily. So, guys, haven't figured out. I've been spending time with somebody who's really important to me. And we were going through our Instagram the other day. I was actually trying to show him my hedgehog piece that I had been working on and I finished. And he kind of like froze the phone. And I'm like, what's up? And he swiped back up and he clicked on her Van Gogh heart. And he's like, that is the coolest thing I've ever seen. And so...
Hey Dalton, would you bring me my Van Gogh heart?
I'm going to do this for him for his birthday.
So you guys have not seen this since I got it framed.
No, they have. They saw it when you framed it.
No, I framed it since then.
No, you showed it, but okay, anyway.
So, that is my framed Van Gogh heart. So this is the one that she's talking about.
So.
And she got this from a Ukrainian designer.
Yes, her site is not up anymore.
And her site is not up anymore. But there are a lot of really neat
macabre art like this with
the hearts. And there's some really cool ones. There's some brains, there's some lungs.
I found just a chest cavity that I want to get, and it has a rose for the heart, and then it has like pennies coming out of the chest for the lungs.
Very cool. But anyway, I finally got it framed. So that way you can see the finished
I would say that's what it will look like, except for on. And she gave this to me. I've
had this piece for years.
So
I bought it from a designer that was in Wyoming, and she's not even doing fabric anymore.
So I let him. So I had actually picked out a teal. Actually, it matched this teal perfectly. But I sent him a picture of a teal and another gray I had, and he's like, "Oh, I like the gray," but the gray I had was more like charcoaly, chalkboardy. It was too dark.
It was more of a brown gray.
Yeah.
And so blue gray.
She went in, picked this, I sent him a picture, and we all concur.
So I had originally got this to do Dalton's dragon.
Yes.
The castle, Teresa Winsler's dragon.
Dragon.
And when I got it and got it home and we measured it, and it was 2 inches, it was white.
I thought it was it was wide enough, but it wasn't tall enough.
It was 2 inches too short, and it would have only given me like an inch. Yeah, there wasn't enough. So I've had this piece for at least
ever.
I'd say at least 5, 6. Well, longer than that because we were still. We were still back I've had this piece for pushing a decade.
So it's finally gonna get to put to use. I don't know if I'm gonna do slap in the middle or if I'll cut it down. I'm going to do it on the other side though.
Ew, you're going to have to do it on the other side, which is fine.
Yeah. The whole point of
it's
dyed
so
fabric.
Gorgeous. But
But
this screams Van Gogh to me.
it does. The original plan is if I couldn't find anything in my stash, which is dwindling, we were going to dye something.
Well, and my biggest regret with this, actually it's my only regret. So you can see it.
Well, since you got it framed, you can really see it.
But see this pink up here, I think it's either 819 or 8.
Right there.
819, 818, 819. It's super light. And I regretted it when I was stitching it. Now I don't mind it. Now it's really cool. But by her having that darker fabric, those colors are really going to pop on it.
And
you're not going to lose them.
No. And colors, the fabric matches how he has his house painted, and
it's going to be really cool.
It's just it takes a semi-feminine project and makes it masculine.
Oh, absolutely.
But his birthday, so I'm surrounded by spring children.
He's an Aries.
No. He's a Taurus.
Oh, he is a Taurus. No, he's in April. He's a Taurus. You're right.
He's the very beginning of April, which explains a little bit of his personality. But he's late April. So
You okay?
my goal is to start it probably today and try to get it done, and then I can get it framed.
There's only like 9,300 stitches or some such in there. There's not very much.
If I can crank out a corky in a day, I can do this in a week.
Yeah, two.
But
We'll
anyway,
be able to get it
yeah.
done.
So what about you?
So obviously I'm going to be working on my owls. And I said I will get them done, knock on wood, after we do our next video. But I will have it on Instagram. And our Instagram is the same as our YouTube. It's Witchy Stitchers.
And our Facebook's the same as...
Facebook's the same too. And those are both open to the public. So you're welcome to get on there and like them so you can follow. No?
Facebook and YouTube are open to the public. Instagram, you have to request.
Yeah. But, and then obviously finish Darth for somebody's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I will probably still be doing the challenges as those two projects will, and three. I want to work on the lovebirds too. But these are my two main priorities, which is really weird because I feel like I've, in a weird way, kind of turned into a monogamous stitcher as of late.
I would say you're more of a
very, very few
mono.
Yeah.
Because you're switching between a couple.
Yeah. I'm down to 111 whips, and my goal was to get down to 51, which I don't know if that's going to happen because now the more I work on some of these bigger ones, the more I'm really enjoying the idea of having them done and on my walls. And the lovebirds, I don't even know when I started them. They've been over
back home.
Yeah, they were again a decade or thereabouts. So it would be really nice to get some of those done. Dad actually mentioned me working on the frogs the other day.
I love those things.
And I know that I started them. It was either in 18 or 19.
We were here.
I had kind of taken a hiatus from Facebook for numerous reasons. So it was either in 18 or 19, but I
think it was right after everything happened.
I think so too.
Because I think you started them when everything was going
on
with
me. And I had
a
coupon. I was thinking it happened with...
That was right around the same time.
But I had a coupon for Joann's for 50% off.
That's right.
And so I got this $30 kit for like
nothing.
$12, $14. It was awesome.
I
love them stupid guys.
I want to stitch it too.
They're so much fun. Love frogs. You wanted to talk about those two.
Okay. So
to answer your question, those are my plans.
That works.
Anyway, go on.
Yes, it's a piece of paper. You are walking on it. You do not need to sniff it.
Oh, but I might need to chew on it.
Luna. I threw a piece of paper that needs to go to the trash.
I laid my bank statement up here on the table, still in the envelope. Laid it up here on the table the other day. I was like, oh, I gotta get my muffins made. Went in. Nope, my kitchen was like right there. And I could hear him like crinkling on paper and stuff. And I'm like, Luna, what are you doing? Wasn't really paying attention. Come back. He had eaten the bottom corner of the envelope for my bank statement.
I thought that's what dogs did.
Little turd bucket.
Okay, so the cat's out of the bag with Jack and Sally and Encounter. So this month for Us Go is to restart encounter, which was not planning on this early. And then to have a page finish, I'm going to go for 2. I don't know if that's possible. I'll probably just do 1 on my Simply Meant to Be piece.
You can do it.
So, when's the last time I worked on encounter? A couple years ago?
Oh gosh. I think you were still home. I don't think you had moved out of school yet.
I don't think so, because I know I had to rip out all that thread.
Yeah, I think you were doing online school.
Okay, so
Yeah, so it's been about 2 years.
We started 2 different pieces on 25 count, and I decided we both did it. Decided to do 2/1, and she doesn't mind it, but
I did restart it.
Yeah,
I think I restarted it on
18.
25.
That was 18. Anyway, I'm gonna keep my 25 count, and I'm gonna.
I can't remember now that you say that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 18, because that's your go-to for most stuff now. Hey. So I'm going to come here. Since you're gonna be such a menace, you're gonna say hi.
It's the Luna.
Okay, and he's done.
We don't want to be famous.
Anyway, so I'm going to take encounter, I'm going to flip it upside down, and I'm going to start it up in the corner, and I'm going to do either 2 tent stitch or 1/1. Gonna play with it and see what I like best.
Cool.
So that's what I get to do this week.
You have nothing going on.
I'm supposed to do 1,000 stitches. I might. Oh no, actually I don't have a stitch count, so I might just restart it and see how I feel about it. Because I also need to take care of getting it on.
Cool. And we've partook in some of the Haid sales. I have got enough Haids to last me through 6 lifetimes. She got me some gnomes. That's what we forgot to show.
Yeah, they're on Etsy though.
She got me some gnomes. And then there was a bug. It's a sampler.
Yeah, it's also on Etsy.
So stinking cute. So I have stuck to my no new starts for this year. And I'm hoping to, I haven't lately because I've been focusing on these pieces, but I'm hoping to start getting serious about a list of my planned starts for next year.
We've got a lot going on next year.
Next year is going to be, that's one of the reasons why I want to get so much done. But anyway.
And not so much with me, but with other stuff. Well, actually, let me phrase that. I do have.
Let's say, she graduates from college.
He graduates from high school.
We're planning on moving. Got a lot going on. So,
yep.
Anyway. So I think we've went on for an hour and revisited them. Our plan, like I said at the beginning, I'm hoping to come back to you on Friday. And then we'll go from there and we'll show you what we got done this week.
Hopefully we'll have a lot.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Are we good?
I think so.
Did you cover everything?
Probably not. Probably not.
Okay. All right. Well, we will wish you a good week and a safe weekend. And
oh, jeez.
Oh, we'll be coming back on St. Patrick's Day. We'll have to figure out how we can wear green. I know.
Maybe we can find some fun St. Patrick's Day earrings when we go down the hill on Tuesday.
You know what we need to get? We need to get those headband thingies that's got the alien 4-leaf clovers up here. That's what we need.
Okay, we're going to Hobby Lobby after my doctor's appointment.
That'll be good and annoying for.
I can't decide who's going to be more entertained, us or the cats.
Good point. All right. Well, I guess we're good.
I think we're good.
Okay. All right. Well, have a good week. And just remember.
Be kind. Bye.
Bye, guys. Which one?
The top one.
The top one.